have a great scientist for you. A great scientist. Yeah, it's Katherine Johnson. Katherine Johnson worked for NASA, and she was an amazing mathematician. The calculations she could do, either just in her head or with pen and paper, led to computer programs that were designed to do the very same task that she did in her head. Her calculations of orbital mechanics were what allowed us, and they were critical to send manned space flights into space. She worked at NASA for 33 years as a mathematician, and that is a great scientist or a great mathematician, if you will. Katherine Johnson.
Hi, Mrs. Sotelo here, and I'm so excited to tell you about one of my favorite series of books. Is your sibling driving you nuts this summer? Is your mom wringing out her hair because you're so wild? Well, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle is a great series to read to help you learn your manners. In Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle uses her magic to solve problems. Like a kid that doesn't go in the bath, she'll plant magic seeds on their skin so plants will grow until they take a bath. You can find this whole series at the library. I hope that you guys continue reading. Check out that library soon.
I have your scientific element for you. Today's scientific element is helium. Helium has a symbol of He, and it's the first noble gas. It's the second lightest element, and you're probably familiar with helium in helium balloons. You see, they rise because the helium is lighter than the air that's around, and that's why helium balloons rise. So there is your scientific element. Helium.
Hello again, this is Mrs. Cordell with your Summer STEM Challenge. I know a lot of us in Tucson like to spend a lot of time in our swimming pools when it's really hot. How about building a balloon-powered boat? You could use Legos, you could use straws, you could use a sponge, blow up a balloon and figure out how to attach it. So have fun swimming.
I'm Mrs. Bader, and I'm here to introduce you to your Science Word of the Week. This week's word is temperature. Temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness measured on a definite scale. Bye.
Did you know that a 1 meter square plot of soil could hold up to 1 billion living things? So a 1 square meter, so it would be 1 meter high, 1 meter long, and 1 meter deep. So if you imagine a cube, 1 meter across, that would be 1 cubic meter, and it could hold up to 1 billion, not a million, 1 billion living organisms. That is amazing. Our Earth is an incredible. Friends, I have a math riddle for you. How many times can you take 5 from 25? Well, some might say 5, because there's 5 5s in 25. But I disagree. Because once you take 5 from 25, you now have 20, and 25 is gone. So you can only take 5 from 25 once, because then it becomes 20. There's your math riddle. Silly, but true.
Where is Miss Maxon? First we went to Dog Beach, San Diego. Then we drove up to San Francisco, got some delicious food. Then we continued driving up the 101 and took a pit stop at the beach for the dogs. We kept going and we camped on a beach called San Mateo. Then we went to Glass Beach in Northern California, and the beach is covered in sea glass. We kept going up to Oregon. This is Thor's Well. It's beautiful, and water comes up and it blows up through the caves underneath the rocks. This is the highest point on the Oregon coast that you can drive up to. Hello, now I'm in Cannon Beach, well known for Haystack Rock. Way over there. Then we went to the Lewis and Clark National.
Our STEM job this week is an environmental scientist. An environmental scientist focuses specifically on the surrounding environment, such as air, land, and water, and to protect these natural resources and human health. These professionals apply their knowledge of natural science to identify and monitor hazards, develop restoration plans, and monitor all the environments around us. So maybe someday you'll want to be and environmental science. I have some good news for you, IA, and it's about an incredible creature and an incredible sniffer. So Zoe, the police dog, sniffed out 2 lost girls who were lost in the Ontario Algonquin Park. Now, this is a huge park. They were lost for 3 days. So the police went to their families and they got clothes and things from their bed that had the girls' scent on them. Zoe, the police dog, sniffed those items, went into the park and started sniffing, and within minutes found a trail, a scent trail, and followed that. And 90 minutes later, Zoe, the police dog, found the 2 girls huddled under a tree. That is amazing when you think about what a canine's nose can do. So that is some good news. That's the end of another episode of Principal Science and Friends. Have a great day. Ta-ta for now.